Edgerite is a company that we've been working with this year. So they came out with a new product, which are tree rings. So, you know, you can buy like the plastic tree rings. Edgerite is using their material, Corten steel metal edging, to make these tree rings, which just makes it a lot prettier looking than the plastic stuff. And it's really great because the weeds aren't going to come through, which is fantastic. And if you have a lawn and you have a tree in the middle of your lawn, that's what they're really, really good for.
Sitting underneath one of our orange trees, that is going to be our project for today. We're actually going to be installing more Edgerite, but this is going to be in the form of tree rings around these orange trees. All of the mulch and the leaves and whatnot, you know, are right up against the tree trunk, which is not really great for the tree. Let's see. They look like this. Their little 4 pieces make a circle of about 3 or 4 feet or so in diameter. And so it'll be plenty to fit around that tree. Kind of take you guys through that process, take me through the process. The first time I've done it, see how it turns out. All right, so as you can see, first step was pretty easy. Just cleared some mulch away from the tree, put those tree rings about where I want them. I tried to get them more or less centered on the tree so it looks good. Pretty easy. And then so the next thing I'm going to do is take this guy here. This is called a dead blow hammer. You can get them in different sizes and weights, whatever's comfortable for you, but you need something like this to hammer these in for a couple of reasons. One is it's got like a sand inside, so when it hits, it's not going to vibrate and it's not going to bounce off the edging. And then you get a 2x4 or something like that, put that across the top, and then you hit through the 2x4. That's going to prevent the top rounded edge of that edging from, you know, marring or denting or that kind of thing. And then lastly, once you've got them kind of in place where you want, these guys here, they actually kind of separate a little bit and they just go right over like a big staple. All right, so I am pleasantly surprised because the toughest thing about this project was actually crawling around underneath this tree. It was easy. These staples actually provide a good bit of error correction. You saw me kind of monkeying with the edges, trying to get those to match up. Turns out I don't really have to be that picky because once you get the staples on there, it kind of brings them together and kind of cinches them up. It's very solid. There's really not much play in this thing at all. I mean, it's not moving. I like it. It's great. That was 15 minutes on the nose. Exactly 15 minutes to get that installed. And like I said, probably would have been quicker if this was a different shaped tree and I wasn't having to crawl on my hands and knees all over the place. But tree number 1 done. I'll show you a closer look. All right, so here we are. It's really solid. I mean, I can take and shake this and it really isn't going anywhere, but it's nice to know that it's solid and it's not going to move or it's not going to fall over. So after putting those connecting staples on, it's like a rock. It's great. One of the nice things about how they manufacture this is it's got this rounded edge. It's actually folded over, if you can kind of, maybe hard to tell, but it folds over the top here and the edge is actually pointed down. So if anybody were to, you know, dog or kid or anybody was to be playing around here and happen to slip and fall, you know, that might give you a bruise, but it's not really going to do much more than that. So it's a much more safe thing than having a sharp metal edge on there. So yeah, I think that's a success. Let's go on to the next tree.